Don't forget, guys, anyone who already has Patreon and subscribes to our channel, every Tuesday, Loose Ends, 8:30 East Coast time, obviously 5:30 West Coast time. You can either just go onto the channel and watch, or there's a link that you can click on if you want to call in. We take a lot of calls, tie up a lot of loose ends about the cast. Like, do we have any video of Sebastian as a high-jumping star in 6th grade? Every Tuesday live. Loose Ends.
And next time I come on Loose Ends, I will address why my knees are constantly in the shot. I gotta stop wearing some pants, maybe.
All right, no. Listen, you got to stay in shorts because it's summertime, but you got to work on the somehow keeping them out of the shot. It just. And by the way, if you have Patreon, now what you're getting here, you get 4 live shows. One every Tuesday. Plus, we have one extra show that no one else gets but Patreon viewers, and that show is commercial free. That's a lot, folks. So, and for those who have it, we thank you, and boom, that's it.
Okay, everybody, this episode is sponsored by Seed. That's right, Seed. Whatever you are up to this summer, you better make sure you're bringing your microbiome with you. That's 38 trillion bacteria that live in and on you are essential to whole body health. Seed's DS-01 Daily Symbiotic benefits your gut, skin, heart health in just 2 capsules a day. Guys, told you a million times, and I will tell you a million times more, I like taking Seed. It's easy. My digestion feels good, and my skin is looking nice like a baby. It's easy. Daily routine doesn't require refrigeration. Case comes in is great. Your body is an ecosystem, people, and great whole body health starts in the gut. Our gut is a central hub for various pathways through the body, and a healthy gut microbiome means benefits from digestion, skin health, heart health, your immune system, and much, much more. This is why Seed rules.
Support your gut this summer with Seed's DS-01 Daily Symbiotic. Go to seed.com/thecast and use the code 25thecast to get 25% off your first month. That's 25% off your first month of Seed's DS-01 Daily Symbiotic at seed.com/thecast, code 25thecast.
This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Correale and Sebastian Maniscalco.
Bet you wish you had this in Cabo.
I kind of do. Although, I don't know if Patrick wants to chime in on this. Recently saw this posted on the Whitney Cummings page. She had the Haktua girl on. You know who Haktua is?
I do.
Rise to Stardom was sharing how to give a blowjob on a street interview. She just said to spit on it, and now she's on the Whitney Cummings show. So, what was the vibe?
She's a really nice person. She didn't have social media at the time when that all happened, and it was viral the morning after when she woke up. She has a team. She has a publicist, an agent, a manager. She's on a national press tour. She just did Bill Maher, but she doesn't have any aspirations of being a performer or anything like that. She literally fell into it and is just kind of reacting to all this.
So, she's on a major press tour. She has a team of people around her, and you're sweating in Fredonia.
Yeah, no, I know. The only thing she doesn't have is a talent. It's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable.
It is nuts. It's crazy. All the best to Haktua and her future endeavors.
She does seem like a nice girl. I mean, she does.
I'm not knocking her. I'm just saying, in the
I'm not
world
either.
of social media, the world of social media.
I know this is probably timeline not great that we're doing this now because it's already happened a while, but I've been watching the Olympics, and we're talking about social media. Now, there's a guy on the men's gymnastics team, a black gentleman. Goddamn, I can't remember his name, but I don't remember any of their names, but Patrick can look it up. He's arguably the best gymnast in the world, except for maybe some dude, I think, from China. And during the Olympics, like, he's about to do his thing, and they go, they tell you a little bit about the person, right? So he they're doing his, and I forget his name, and he's from, I want to say, Massachusetts. He goes, hey, let me take it over, and I'll tell you. I grew up out here, and blah, blah, blah. And then he goes, in gymnastics, men's gymnastics is just not very popular. So I figured, how can I make this more popular? That's when social media helped. And then they show videos of him, like, jumping off of a balance beam, but instead of landing right on the ground, he's still landing on the ground, but he's got friends that are holding open a pair of pants. He lands through the legs of the pants off of the balance beam and does a walk away. And like, so this is like, so he took advantage of social media by showing off a talent. And in that capacity, I get it, you know what I mean? Then it could be a very useful tool. And he basically put gymnastics on the map for men's with all this kind of stuff. And then I watched him on the uneven bars, and he was absolutely incredible. Now, I don't like your look at all. It's not patriotic. When someone's talking to you about the Olympics, you need to have more of a, like I'm singing the national anthem to you right now. That's the look you should be giving me. You should almost be holding your heart as I talk about this shit.
Let's take a look at flipping of the pants.
Take a look at this guy. He's about to be on your Wheaties box. Boom. The guy's unbelievable. That's nothing. I mean, if you're rooting for the USA.
I haven't got into the Olympics. I just got back in town, so I haven't really watched anything yet. I want to watch track and field. That's something that I'm heavily invested in because I watched the Netflix documentary on the sprinters, so I definitely want to take a look at sprinting.
Oh, cool. I haven't seen that yet. Right now, it's been mostly gymnastics, and when you land, it's amazing when you do your thing. It's like towards the end, they're like, oh, he's doing good if he could just stick it. If he could just, and then they go, oh, and then if you do that little hop, they go, oh, you did that. But if you just go, huh, and you land it, that guy, I still don't know his name. He nailed it. And me and Sadie went, fucking USA. One guy, a Chinese guy, he's doing the uneven bars, and he fell. He went to catch one, and he fell and landed on the ground. And then about a minute later, he fell again. When he went to climb back up, I'd be like, "Hey, Chen, don't even. It's done. Chen, it's done. It's done." It's the Olympics. How many times do you think you get to fall, guy? This is embarrassing. I'm still not into pro athletes in the Olympics, though. I'm just not into it at all in any sport.
Yeah, I don't know. Once they did that dream team in the Olympics, it kind of shattered the whole. I'd rather have them have a bunch of guys that are right out of high school, like the best high school players in the nation, play in the Olympics.
Right. Like people playing the Olympics should be like, this is going to look so good on my resume when I apply for a job in the real world. I mean, you got LeBron doing the opening ceremony. Guy's a billionaire running around with a. Give me a break, man. I'm just right there with you. You know, it should be for these people living a dream. Like the men's gymnastics won. They got the bronze medal, and they were going crazy because they didn't win in 16 years. I don't know about the bronze. If I don't win the gold, I don't even think I want to be on the podium. I'm at eye level with this guy's waist. It's like, it's demeaning. I'll go up there as bronze if we're all on the same level, and then I'll take my bronze. But, I'm down here, he's up here. The fuck, I'd rather come in fourth. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man? He's bending down. Good job. Good job, third place guy. Shit. So
yeah.
Anyway,
what did you want to talk about in regards to this Harley Davidson?
I ran into a friend in town recently, and I caught him in full Harley garb on his bike, getting ready to fire it up in a parking lot. And I don't know, seeing somebody in that kind of garb, it's almost like catching a man in his window in a dress. You know what I mean? It's like such a specific thing that I couldn't help. I'm like, I said something like, suited up for a ride? And he's like, yeah, just getting going. And my brother-in-law does it too, like once in a while he'll pull up with his leather on. And it's like, it's a couple questions. Have you ever ridden a motorcycle, had a desire to? Where are they going? what are they doing? Do you know anyone who does this? I know Billy Joel does it. I just never got it. We're just like, we'll all meet at they're at a restaurant sipping coffee. It's not like they're talking on their bikes. And then the women, what are you doing? Just on the back. I'd rather be home. So we've never discussed it. I mean,
yeah.
If you have a cruise,
So here's my take. I don't like these weekend warriors that all of a sudden they get in the garb to go on a ride to the lake and they all hang out and whatnot. If you're a Harley guy, you got to be a Harley guy every day of the year. You're like, that's your outfit.
That's interesting. No part-time Harley. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's like you wear the jacket to church, you wear the bandana and the helmet to go into the grocery store. Like that's your look. If you're wearing like a suit during the week to go to work, and then all of a sudden you become Harley Davidson on Saturday, I ain't doing it. It's not my.
You're like, guy, it ain't bowling. You don't just suit up and go do it, right? I mean, come on, you know? I don't know. That's interesting because that's exactly what threw me off. I'm like, you know, I see this guy in his normal work attire, and then all of a sudden he's out with a leather vest, chain connected to the pants. I mean, the full commit, bro. This guy's thumbing through the Harley catalog every Christmas season.
Yeah, no, that's not my. Don't tell me this guy, and you have to do some more research on this. This guy, what they generally do is they chain their wallet to their waist. So what? Like what's the purpose of that? Do you know? So it don't fall out.
I can't decide if it's so it don't fall out if I crash, or if it's because I'm hanging out with such a bad element of people all the time that I should probably have it chained to my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never. But bro, I went golfing with you, and I wore a shirt and socks and shoes that I never wear before or wear again, and I do that for 4 hours. So what's the difference with these guys? Their golf shirt's a Harley vest, their clubs are a bike, and their golf course is the open road, baby.
That's a lifestyle, bro. That's a lifestyle. That's not a Sunday afternoon. You don't live in a golf outfit because you're not living on a golf course. These guys are like that's a look that the bike didn't create. That's a look that a man created and then got on a bike. You know what I'm saying? Like the Harley Davidson look didn't induce that guy to dress like that. There was a guy dressed like that, and he's like, what the fuck am I gonna do? And then the Harley came and go, hey, it's finally an outfit that fits. You know what I'm saying? The guy was lost. He didn't know what to do with that fucking look. And next thing you know, Harley Davidson showed up. He goes, finally, I found out why I'm here.
Right. The man made the bike. I'd love to find the original man on the original poster of the original Harley. I'd love to see that. It has now morphed into, you want to be that guy, you got to get these clothes.
It's the boots with the buckle, the silver buckle on the side. It's a weathered jean. It's a vest, maybe with a sleeveless shirt, maybe some studded wrist vibe. What's your take on that? I recently saw a friend who's got a lot of bracelets. What's your take on a man with multiple bracelets on his arm, like beaded, woven? What you know guys like that?
I not personally. I mean, I've seen a few here and there. I have a hard rule on that. Hard rule: rock star or movie star. You know, not even comedian. Rock star, movie star can jewelry it up. Everybody else in the man department, it's like maybe a surfer. I'll give you that. But I don't know, but it doesn't not look cool. I look at it does look kind of cool, you know. It looks like when a man's got a lot of bracelets and he goes like this and he's like, I don't know, man. I'm like, wow, he really don't know. Like he's fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? Even when I see like that's
see,
you know,
that fits.
But without the hat,
though, you know.
Yeah.
Like
what
are you thinking about the bandana mid forearm though?
I was just looking at that, you know. I mean, is that called the tourniquet look? I got. Again, bro. Does he like tie this on and go? I like that. That looks good right there.
Well, does that stay on when he sleeps, or you think he takes that off and puts it on his bedside table?
Oh man, jeez, that's a good question. If this guy wants to be better at 10, he's probably got to start taking that shit off about 9:30. I mean, and then again, like, you know, what does he pick? I don't know. I bet the bracelets he sleeps with.
Could we see Johnny Depp 21 Jump Street days? I don't know when this guy went. Did he play? Was it Pirates of the Caribbean and just never got out of the outfit?
I feel like he never left that character, man. All right, he's got the chain.
Yeah, chain. But does he have a bracelet there? Zoom in on that. Oh yeah, he's got some buckles. Yeah, all right. It started early on. A couple. Have you ever wore two belts? Double belt, bro. Have a double belt, bro.
Are those handcuffs to the left? What about this, bro? What about, and I've seen more men doing this, usually artists. And again, when I've seen artists doing it, I'm not doing it, but there is a coolness to it sometimes. Nail polish, men doing it now.
So I recently ran into a guy. He had nail polish on his toes. It's like if you're an accountant and you're doing that, it's a day. But if you're
what
like
color?
Yellow.
Now I don't like yellow, but what about? I see a lot of men have dead toenails, so maybe a nice black isn't a bad idea. What are you thinking about that?
So you'd rather have, like, if you had fungus underneath your toes, right? You'd rather have black toenail polish to cover that up than show the fungus?
If I have to look at your toes, if you're gonna go flip-flops on the airplane and do that to all of us, and your toenails are fungus and yellow, then maybe putting a little black nail polish on them might not be so bad.
Here's my take on it. You got fungus underneath your toenails, you lose the privilege. You lose the privilege of showing your feet ever again in public.
Listen, I'm not against that. I think you should be fined if you show an open toe and there's a fungus. I mean, would you walk around with a wound in your arm? I mean, Jesus Christ. Seed, this episode is sponsored by Seed. Whatever you're up to this summer, you better make sure you're bringing your microbiome with you, too. Seed, baby. Seed, baby. The 38 trillion bacteria that live in and on you are essential to whole body health. Seed's DS-01 Daily Symbiotic benefits your gut, skin, and heart health. In just 2 capsules a day. Take them whenever you want, man. I told you that before. I take one in the morning. I take one at night. Do it whatever you want. Taking Seed is easy. My digestion feels good. My skin is looking, I think it looks pretty good, but tan helps too. Come on. It's easy daily routine. Doesn't require refrigeration. And the case it comes in is nice. Very, very good. It's fucking amazing. Your body is an ecosystem, and great whole body health starts in the gut. Our gut is a central hub for various pathways through the body, and a healthy gut microbiome means benefit for digestion, skin health, heart health, your immune system, and much more. That's why Seed is amazing, with clinical trials and breakthrough research published in top scientific journals. Seed's symbiotic research and development made DS-01 a product you know you can trust. Not only has every ingredient been tested individually in scientific studies for their safety, dosage, and benefits, DS-01 formulation as a whole has been evaluated in 2 clinical trials. I don't know if you knew that, Sebastian, but they did 2 trials on this stuff.
No, I didn't. And in order to support your gut this summer with Seed's DS-01 Daily Symbiotic, go to seed.com/thecast and use code 25thecast to get 25% off your first month. That's 25% off your first month of Seed's DS-01 Daily Symbiotic at seed.com/thecast, code 25thecast. Talking to a pilot. right? And I asked him, the guy's 58 years old. I said, is there enough pilots in the pipeline to take the place of some of the older pilots that are retiring? Because I believe these things that require a lot of education, whether it be lawyer, doctor, pilot, our engineer, are on their way out. Not on their way out, but a lot of people aren't going into these fields because with the invention of social media and the fact that you could get paid for applying makeup or you could get paid eating food, that a lot of people are opting for social media careers, and maybe those people could have been the next doctor, lawyer, or pilot. Instead, they're on OnlyFans. I asked him this question. What do you think? Do you think there's enough pilots, or you think there's a shortage?
I think it's just like Hollywood was when we were growing up. Right now, everyone thinks that they think they could be a social media star, but as you get older, I think they're like, wow, that's like being a movie star. It's not going to happen to me. I'm going to be a pilot. So I like to think it'll exist. My only problem with the pilots is when I was a kid, a pilot was like a borderline celebrity. You get off the plane, you were hoping to get a glimpse at him in the cockpit, putting the dials down. If he stood by the doorway and you were like, oh my God. So now, we brush past damn Indian Ocean and I'm just not even giving him a nod. Fucking nuts.
Well, I think we've, by the way, there is enough pilots. There is a
good.
By the way, at 65, you can't fly a commercial airplane anymore. That's the cutoff. Did you know that? At 65,
No,
they
I
say
did not.
it's hand in your license. You're done.
Wow. That's serious.
So at 65, you can't fly an airplane, but you could run the United States.
Yeah, right? I mean, I know.
Come on.
Well, it's got to be like what? It's got to be like so many lawsuits that protecting themselves against, right? That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
Do they make enough? I feel like they should make quite a bit. And I'm always like perturbed at both flight attendants and pilots paying for their coffee and food at airports. It's bizarre to me. It's bizarre to me that anyone who works at the airport has to pay for that. It's almost like it should be included in your job. Is $15 to $20 a day, free coffees at any airport. Here's your airport employee card. Because they have no choice. I never had a job where my only choice is a $7.50 small coffee.
I agree. I think it should be on the arm. As long as you're in uniform, you get a free meal on the way to your flight. And this is what I think we've lost in the flight experience. I don't know. It used to be, and maybe you guys could correct me if I'm wrong. The pilot used to come out of the cockpit and make the announcements. Like, he used to come on the intercom. Hi. Hello, everybody. My name is Pilot John Ryan. I'll be flying you today. Flight time is going to be 4 hours and 55 minutes. Like, he used to show face. And then that went to, he used to do it in the cockpit, right? Then you didn't see him. Now, there's the only time you see the pilot now come back into coach is to break up a fight, right?
Right. Even when one of them's got to use the restroom, everyone who's working on the plane goes to the front and makes a human barrier, like, someone's got a free kick it in soccer, like a wall. Yeah, it's a different experience now flying. That's good to know, though, that there's pilots still out there because, there's 45,000 flights a day. a day.
In the world or domestic?
Domestic. Just our flights in America. Yeah, I don't know if that counts Canada and Hawaii, but it's 45,000 flights a day. What about when, like, you know, they go, oh, we got to call a pilot because, like, if you're a pilot, like, could you be playing soccer with your kid and your pager goes off and you're like, I got to go to Denver? like a doctor?
Or are you at a barbecue and you got a couple in you? You get a text. Hey, could you fly from Orlando to Charlotte? Do you go, I'm tanked.
Right. Well, what if you had two and you go, if I had to blow now, I blow too high, but by the time I get there and get settled into the cockpit, I think I'll be under. It's good enough, Mikey. We'll need it. Get over here. I love it. Years ago, there was some guy from Russia who got on a plane, a pilot, and he was flying back to Russia out of Kennedy. I remember I was still living in the city at the time. And as he got on, and by the time the flight attendants called and reported the gate lady that she smelled vodka on his breath and that he was drunk, they tried to stop him on the runway, and he gave a wave as he took off. He was just about cleared, and then they stopped him, so it wasn't like he was renegading and like gonna cut somebody off, but he just went because he knows as long as I get this bird in the air, they ain't coming to Moscow to fucking get me. Hey man, if I had a Russian pilot, I think I'd rather have him with a little bit of a vodka buzz, to be honest with you. I feel like he'd be more on his game. Bro, quick side note. When you watch the Olympics and it's Italy going against America, are you rooting for America? Are you rooting for Italy? What's your take?
I mean, my allegiance is to the United States. However, it depends on the event, I guess. I love Italian soccer, an Italian national team. If they're playing against the United States, it's just the way the United States plays soccer I'm not really into. Like the style of the game.
Yeah.
It's just the Italians, not only the style of how they play, but just how they look. Just how they look alone is I'm a fan.
You always say that. A lot of Moroccan oil being used among those guys, right? Bro, I totally do that now. I rub it all over my arms after I put it in my hair, like you said. I love that shit.
Oh, yeah, it's
the
great,
Moroccan oil.
Oh,
my God, bro.
Speaking of oils and skin, I'm kind of upset at you. And I'm very complimentary the other way when you have a nice tan. I'm coming back with a beautiful glow from Cabo, and we haven't heard a damn thing on your side about it.
It's a couple of things, man. First of all, you got a lot. You're wearing a lot, so I'm not getting a good look at it. I can barely see forearms. In the face, you have a white light on you, but I was honestly thinking it's not as tan as you should be for a Cabo visit, and I'm a little disappointed because I think you were using sunblock a little bit, right?
You know what I'm using now?
What?
Shade. I'm that guy. Can you put up the umbrella?
Oh, really? Oh, nothing wrong about that. No, but you do have a nice lightness to you. But I really do think, I think you could go a little darker and not worry about it. I don't know, I'm not saying it's good for you. All I'm saying is it ain't going to be the thing that kills you. But you do got a nice little glow going. You do.
The guy I went to Mexico with is older than me. He's 62. And he was wearing, and I want you to get your take on this, not only sunscreen, but he had a long sleeve shirt on. What's your take on wearing long sleeves?
That's a lot. I know. It kind of gets to the point where, like, why even bother? I mean, what are we even doing here? It's the idea is supposed to be. I mean, this is what the idea is supposed to be. The other day, Sadie goes, "Oh my God, Dad, move your chain." I go, "Why?" She goes, "Dad, you have a tan mark from your chain."
Oh wow.
All right, so like I've been laying in one place with the chain dangling, that I had a line going, and that's the point. Is everything's off. I'm in nothing but a bathing suit, walking around. My bottom of my feet are getting hard like a native. You know what I mean? I'm getting suntan. Salt water is so good for the face, but these people with lotions and hats and all that. I get that you need it, but this, why even bother being here, man?
Yeah,
just go to the indoor pool.
Sometimes you just got to let it air out a little bit. This is leading up into a question in regards to sun damage and whatnot. Do you notice at all, maybe on yourself or other older men, do your nipples get old? Like your nipples, right?
Right.
Do you think your nipples look different now than they did when you were 25? Is there nipple aging? I guess that's my
You know, what a question. What a question. By the way, for the listeners, I apologize. I know some people need shirts and stuff, and I'm an asshole with the tanning, so just I know that. But getting back to your question, do you? Like, I mean, we've never had any male nipple talk on this show before. I mean, do you, like, mine usually got a lot of hair around them. So I've actually, like, taken my fingers and, like, done a twirl on all the hair in front of my nipples and make it all one strand, and then I've done a scissor cut so the nipple can breathe. Boom,
holy
boom.
shit,
Yeah.
bro! I never heard of a nipple haircut, bro.
Oh, they get lost in there. Now, have you ever done this? Like, you know, I've seen, you know, through the years, I've seen like a woman lick a man's nipple, and he's like, oh. So have you ever, like, just by yourself, like, done a nipple pinch? There is no pleasure in that at all. Like, I don't like that. That's adding nothing to my pleasure. If someone ever did that to me in bed, I'd be like, what the fuck? It's nothing, baby. It's a dead area. It's a dead area. You may as well be licking my ankle. It does nothing. Like, so for you to bring up the nipple, it's like such a forgotten male body part. Wow. I don't know. Are yours aging?
I don't think mine are aging. I've seen other people, like friend of mine recently. We were at the pool. I haven't seen him. You ever not see anybody with their shirt off and then see somebody with their shirt off and go, you got a whole different, like, holy shit, your nipples are huge or whatever, right? Like,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
this is shit nobody else thinks about. What I'm saying is,
Right.
if somebody you've never seen with their shirt off takes their shirt off,
Right.
and they got a fucking nipple the size of, you know, a tomato slice,
Yeah.
you go, what the fuck?
You gotta pretend like, you know, how's work going, Bill?
No, if some guy's he's got fat fucking nipples, right? You ever see those fat nipples?
Yeah.
I would think you go, whoa, you know, there's a whole, I got to adjust now.
I mean, if the guy's already heavy, you got to know it's not going to be pleasant when he takes the shirt off.
I'm talking about a skinny guy with fat nipples.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever seen that. I don't know. That's like, I was around once this year. Someone had a scar. A guy had a scar, like a weird kind of scar that was the same color as his flesh. You had to be up close to notice it. And I said to Jackie, what's the deal with, you know, the scar, you know? And she goes, no, I noticed that too. I don't know. And then she goes, ask him. I'm like, ask him? What the fuck? I can't ask him. I'm just like wondering if maybe you knew or something. So,
well,
like,
can you ask if somebody has a scar on their body and they're at the pool? And it's like down the chest, on the leg, on the knee. I feel it depends on where the scar is, whether or not you could ask or not. If the guy's got a scar on his knee,
yeah,
could you go, oh, would you have, like, knee surgery? Yeah, I'm torn meniscus. They went in there, cleaned it up. But I feel like if there's a scar here, stomach,
right.
I feel like, what are we getting into now? Like, can we ask about that?
You know, it's a good question. It depends on, I guess, how well you know him. You know, like, I remember, like, you know, my dad, when he had the quadruple bypass, he had that scar done on his chest. I remember saying, Dad, I see that scar. Not only do I know it's quadruple bypass, I go, every man your age looks at it and goes, you already had that thing done. Good for him. Like I feel like we're all gonna need that thing someday.
Yeah.
But, like when you're saying one down like on a side or like on an arm, you're like where it makes no sense.
Yeah.
You kind of like, yeah. I don't know.
And if
I mean, can
yeah, are you prepared to even hear the story about it? Like if you go, oh God, what's that scar on your stomach? I fucking got stabbed when I was 21. Jesus Christ. I wasn't ready for this. I thought it was maybe an appendicitis. Now you're getting into a stabbing at 21?
Well, I mean, what about the guy who got stabbed? If you don't say nothing, you think at the end of the day he's back in the hotel room with his wife going all day at the pool ball with this guy? He don't ask me about the fucking stab wound? Holy shit. What kind of friend is that? So, you know, you got to think if you got a stab wound, you take your shirt off, you got to be like, well, here comes the story. Right? You know?
Bro,
Do you think
if that was me,
yeah.
I lead with the story. As I'm taking the shirt off, I'm going, back in 89. And
oh, God. Oh, I'd wait till after lunch. Just let them finish eating. Now, do you have anything on your body that if you're with a guy who's maybe only ever seen you dressed, and now you're meeting him at the pool, and all you're in is a swimsuit and a pair of flops, do you feel like you have anything on your body that may make him in his head like, what the fuck is that?
no, there's nothing on my body that would cause anybody to go, ooh, this guy got a disease.
Feet are in check.
Although, I have a rash on the side of my leg right now. It's like a heat rash. I noticed this, and this is, again, an age thing. When I wear pants during the summer and I tend to sweat, right, I get like a rash down the side of my leg. You have a problem with this?
No, I've never heard of that. No, I mean, I get rash when I work out, and like if I stay in my workout clothes all day, I can get a rash in between my leg area, but not just a random rash on my side of my leg.
Yeah, so that would be the only explanation that I would have to give. Other than that, there's no scars, there's no bruising or anything that.
Well, I mean, is the rash noticeable? Is it red? I mean,
yeah, it's red. It's red, and I don't know.
That would keep me out of a hot tub. If I was going into the hot tub and you said, I'll join you, I'll go, I forgot my phone. I got to fucking call. And then I go tell Jackie, fucking guy's got a rash on his leg. He tries to hop in the hot tub with me. Jesus, keep your hep tea to yourself, guy. That's a big thing. That's something you would point out, is my point.
No. I get it. I understand.
I'm busting your balls, bro. I'm just trying to have some fun.
I'm not sitting over here. I'm not crying over here. Believe me.
I know, but I'm just saying. I mean, you're making fun of one guy for wearing a full-on shirt, and then you're making fun of the other guy for taking his shirt off and having sagging tits. It's like you can't win with you.
I didn't say sagging tits. I said fat nipples. It's a big difference. We played pickleball over the vacation. And I found out what's missing in my life. Competitive sports. I miss it.
Really?
I miss being competitive. And we played another couple. And it's funny, my wife and I were playing another couple. And when you have your partner playing with you in a sport, and I don't know if you and Jackie have ever played like doubles tennis, doubles anything. Mm-hmm. The interaction between my wife and I is intense as well, you know. Right. If I screw up, she goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "I know," and she screws up. I go, what was that? You know, there's no. I don't think there's any like positive reinforcement on our side where if somebody screws up, we go, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry, we'll get them next time." My wife's relationship and I, when it comes to competing, is what the fuck are you doing? Like, so what's your take?
Right.
Is this beneficial for team sports, or do you think we should take a more positive approach?
Listen, all I can tell you is that's the kind of couple I like playing with. That's enjoyable to watch. Everybody's blaming everybody. I bet the other couple is laughing at half the shit you guys are saying to each other. You know?
Well, the other couple was more like, it's okay, baby. We'll get, it's okay, baby. Oh, okay, baby. No, it ain't okay.
That's what I'm saying.
On my side, it ain't okay. Dive.
Right. Listen, I don't make my wife dive on Cabo on a vacation if that's what you're talking about. You were playing, but because that would only make me more annoyed if you got hurt. Now I'm spending my happy hour icing your ankle. Oh God, Jesus. So, but the playing with another couple and they go, well, nice try, babe, about like positive reinforcement or compliments to each other. It's not enjoyable for another couple to be around. It's almost like it's like you're kissing. You're practically kissing. I like being around a couple. Like Susie Essman in Curb, the way she talks to her husband. Yeah, fat fuck, he's always making her sweat. Yeah, that's hilarious to me. I know she loves the guy, but it's, So, anyway, I'm right there with you. Now, I still have yet to play pickleball. Can someone in your shape compete at a level with the best if you were good at the game? Like, is the physicality of it like just... You don't have to be physically gifted to be great at pickleball, I'm asking, or do you?
No, I don't. I mean, listen, the majority of the people that play pickleball are senior citizens, and their mobility is very limited. For me, it's more reflex and reactionary time than anything else. I mean, it's not like you really got to do. It's not tennis where you're going back and forth, back and forth. You're not doing much movement. But I have to say, I played with professional pickleball players, and leaving that experience, I've actually said to myself, I could, if comedy doesn't go well, I could possibly get on a pickleball tour.
If you had the time to train and practice, yeah. I mean, I remember when you played with DiCaprio. I mean, what did he call it? That was a high-level move or a technical move? I remember you did one. Bro, that was an advanced move. That's an advanced move.
Yeah, I tend to surprise people, I think, with my ability when it comes to any type of thing physical, because some of it comes out of nowhere, and I don't think people expect me to be agile and what have you. But we played this pickleball game, and my competitive juices got going. We won both of the games, but it's not that we don't compliment each other. There's a couple of times in Lana and I we slap the paddles, good job, or I'll give her a smack on the ass. But what's your take on this? During the volleys back and forth, I'm talking. I'm like, I'm almost common. I'm playing like a commentary on the game. What's your take on that? Or you just want to be shut up or what?
No, I feel like if I was on vacation with you, that's kind of what I'd expect of a high-level comedian. I'm like, he's playing and commenting, joking with the wife. It was a whole... I'd be into all that stuff. Now, if I'm face-to-face with you in pickleball and I get a high one, am I allowed to hit it at your face as hard as I want, or is that like unsportsmanlike, or is it like, is there a level you... Because I feel like we're right on top of each other. I gotta play this. But,
yeah, I think the best way to play it is to start with like an instructor to kind of walk you through the rules and how to keep score. It's not that hard. But yeah, in some games, from what I understand, some games, if you hit the person, you get 2 points. So if I haul off and hit you in the stomach or whatever, I get 2 points. That's what I heard. But I don't think that's standard pickleball rules.
What about serving? Is it like tennis where you get 2 tries and the first one you hit it fast, or is it just same thing? You got to get in a little box.
Yeah, you got to get in the box, but you only get 1 shot. So if you get 1 shot and it goes in the net, it goes to your partner and then they serve.
All right.
Well, it's fun. Well, next time you and Jackie come out, we'll definitely play. I want to start a tournament here at the house playing, because I took my tennis court. I just made 2 pickleball courts out of it. So I want to start doing tournaments here.
Shit.
At the house.
That's great. Nice.
And the kids are kind of getting into it, where they're kind of getting old enough to kind of hit it back and forth. So yeah, that's the goal. That's where I'm at pickleball, bro. It's sad. Although I'm going to get a basketball net because Caruso definitely likes basketball. And me, I want to start playing a little 2-on-2. Is that, you think at 51
Absolutely.
you can maneuver around a half-court game?
Oh, yeah. I'd love to. At your place, man, even if you got 2 on each end the short way, across the tennis court, we play a half-court, full-court game, that could be fun. I don't know, though, man. I just don't want to twist the knee, bro. I just don't want to twist the knee. Although at your house, I'll just sue you, so I wouldn't mind playing that. Fucking kidding, dude. I'm kidding.
What about, do you think at your age you can still ski?
I do, but I get scared shit every time I do it, and I can't wait till we're done, man. I only do it because of my family. I root for not skiing weather when it's the weekend to go, but I try not to be the curmudgeon. I go, but how about you? I mean, every time I go down, I'm like, heart attack, heart attack, heart attack. Then when I go to get on the lift, I'm freaking out that I'm not going to get on it, and then, I've done that where I'm half hanging on it. It's like, the whole thing is just dangerous, cold, and I love the hang afterwards, though.
Yeah, the getting on and off of the ski lift, I'm surprised they haven't come up with a better way to do that. Don't you feel like when you're sitting there waiting for a chair to hit your hamstrings that there's a better way to do this? I mean, like...
Right. And it's one shot. Get your ass in the seat because this thing ain't stopping.
Yeah. And to get off the damn thing, God forbid if your ski hits the little heel and then it's just too many like variables.
And my daughter and wife both lift the bar much sooner than I feel we should be lifting it. So now I don't even have the bar. I'm just dangling. I'm dangling. And this is what else freaks me out. When the person who gets off before me, they're kind of doing a linger at the bottom of the ramp, and I'm coming off. I'm like, get the fuck out of the way, guy. I'm coming in hot, And then I land, I skid, I have a mini heart attack, and then we pick a hill, and I go down that, and I have 6 heart attacks, right? And then when someone goes, should we do one more run? I'm always the guy with the poles, not saying anything. Oh, fucking let's not. Okay. Hate it.
My wife, last time we went skiing, went up with my kids on the lift, right? And I saw them get on and like, okay, they're going. And then I'm to Lana, I go, as I'm watching, the bar. And she's like, what? I said, the fucking bar. Put the bar down.
Danger. Pure danger.
Yeah. Pure danger. We're out of time. What are we at here?
We give too much. We do thank you all, though, man. For everybody who tunes in and has been through the years, man, means the world. We're still having fun, man. Thank you.
Yeah, still having fun. You are. So let me get this straight. You are. I'm not going to see you in Texas. You're not on those shows?
No, I'm not. I'm on starting in September. Back in September.
Oh, okay. So the whole month of August, you're gone. Yeah, I'm going to Austin, Texas. I'm going to do that Mothership. I'm going to do Joe Rogan's club.
Oh, shit. Nice.
I'm going to pop in there and see what's going on. But yeah, nice. Look at my father's coming out. Oh, so my father's not going to see you. My father's coming out for a Los Angeles show. He's going to come out for that.
It's going to be fun. But, yeah, there's going to be some of those. I wish I could be at the L.A. to San Fran. Texas, all good runs, man. The show is like so fun. Anyone who hasn't gotten tickets yet, I'm not just saying this, man. It's a great show. It Ain't Right tour. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
so, and then you're gonna go to Mothership. I'm doing Loose Ends tonight, and I'm doing it next Tuesday right before I go. So if you're around, you want to bop on? No, if you can, you can. But then I'm going to Montana, and I'm shutting it down, and I'll pick it back up.
All right, there you have it, Pete and Sebastian show. Go to Patreon, $5 a month. You get more than enough over there, behind the scenes, an extra episode, no ads, Loose Ends on Tuesday night. So check us out over on patreon.com, the Pete and Sebastian show. That is it for us. Take care.